In this year's Rolex Sports Car Series, it's been a case of the haves, the Action Express team go to victory lane at the Rolex 24, and have-nots.
Motor just popped on us, and not much you can do about that.
Most of the haves belong to one team. 3 in a row for the Ganassi duo. For the others, it's been a case of grabbing whatever scraps they can. A podium will be a huge shot in the arm to Wayne Taylor's SunTrust Racing team.
Mike Shank Racing just haven't caught the brakes here in a long time.
Today, sleepy little Lime Rock Park in northwest Connecticut will awaken to the roar of Daytona prototypes for the very first time. It's sports cars parallel to Bristol, and that means action. This historic venue may be beautiful, but it's not sympathetic. Grand-am on hallowed ground, next on Speed. It's a special day, the first time for Grand-am Daytona prototypes at this famed venue. And you've got Nick Johnson and young Ricky Taylor on the front row. It's a Proto Auto Lola up against a Dallara. The separate start, DP's first, GT will come next. They'll see the green flag shortly. This Memorial Day Classic is underway, and Johnson jumps to the front already. Ricky Taylor defending from John Fogarty.
Look at Rojas looking at the outside, and Fogarty tries to slide back into that third spot with the Red Dragon. Will they trade paint there, coming off at 2?
You want to get stuck, right? Oh, look at what
they
right
did.
there. Rojas off.
Oh, the front end has gone off that car.
Fogarty just leaned on Rojas there, and here comes the GT start.
We asked the question, could they be beaten? This is going to have a massive impact on the 01 car.
And the GT cars are going to go right into the mess.
Right on the opening lap, this is a view from the McDonalds Doran of Dion von Moltke. Down into one, look at the red car on the right and the blue and white car on the left. It's John Fogarty in the Red Dragon.
This is where it gets tricky. It gets very tight right there. You see contact made, no doubt. Pushes Memo Rojas out into that silty area. And the spoiler just dug in, and that was that.
As we get ready to go racing, let's hear some quick thoughts from Scott.
You don't drive somebody off. Back to green flag racing, guys.
Back to green flag racing, and due to who stopped and who didn't, the 59, the Brumos Porsche with Darren Law behind the wheel has gone up to 3rd place, ahead of that McDonalds Doran of von Moltke. And then we get back to Mike Forrest and Casper Anderson.
Top 7 Daytona prototype did not hit pit road yet. Now remember the mandatory rule, you have to hit pit lane before the 45-minute mark in this race.
Take a look at this new section of the racetrack right now as we ride on board. Quick right, quick left, cross those curbs. You can use all the curb you want. You can't go out in the grass and miss the curb there.
This young man is doing a tremendous job as he gradually gets up to speed in these Daytona prototypes. Had a stellar career in the Coney Challenge, now known as the Continental Sports Car Challenge Series, but here we see Ricky section, so that may limit his exit speed off that corner, make it tougher down into turn 1.
You know, you normally pick up some sort of an aero push right here at the bottom of the hill anyway, but if you're running low down course, you're certainly going to lose a lot of grip.
He is shadowing him. John Fogarty is having difficulty getting by Dion von Moltke. Meanwhile, Antonio Garcia has taken that Coyote up into 4th place. So it's Taylor, Johnson, 3rd place is Darren Law, Garcia, and then this is 5th place, the McDonalds Doran of Dion von Moltke, holding off the 2-time defending champion John Fogarty.
Tell you what, they roughed up the 94 there, the Turner BMW Paul Dallara there in the uphill section, but Fogarty is really on a charge. He's got a good race car, he's currently 6th, putting the pressure on Dion.
Fogarty had a really good run down the downhill, gave him a little top end speed, but Dion wasn't going to have any part of that. He went defensive instantly.
Kevin Doran has had so much success here back in the IMSA days, had a handful of victories with Porsches throughout the 80s, and he really knows what this racetrack is all about. But as we said, it's changed. It's a lot smoother these days, and with the uphill change as well, Dorsey, a totally different animal.
This was a real rough part of the racetrack, and look at the cars now. They're just dead straight. A simple spin on the 40, that's in the left-hander.
Charles Espenlaub and the 94 of Paul Dallara is facing the wrong direction.
And that's got a lot of debris and dirt with it, which is not good around here.
That's a shame, because that's a potential race winner here. Turner BMW's always run well here. This is their home track. Bill Aublin was up in the top 3 this morning in the practice session, and with he and Joey Ham potentially going to drive this car. Here comes Fogarty for 5th.
Von Moltke, how hard will he fight for it? He makes John put 2 wheels up on the curb, side by side, through that dirtied area, and the champ goes to the front. Moves up another position. Now he will continue and resume that fight with Antonio Garcia.
And see, that was good, clean racing right there. They didn't give each other a lot of room, but they gave each other enough room.
boys here in the Mazda, they're doing great.
Did you see the inside? But Frizzell had a look down the inside of the 77 in the downhill, got the nose job, then lost all of his momentum coming off. And look at the
He's defending
right
from Mike
behind
Forrest.
him.
Forrest was trying to make a move. Then you got the 6, that's Bert's younger brother Brian, who's trying to come through as well. And Frizzell, Bert that is trying to make up for that slight error in qualifying with a storming drive.
Over the lead and runs so well at the front right now, having some words with his dad.
That was fast. What do you got for us, Brian? Nothing. They've already gone. That was a super slick stop.
You know, if it's overheating right now, if it's passing some water out over the overflow right now, that car was the one in the lead, so he certainly does want to be behind someone.
Well, the McDonald's team also trying to get a quick stop done, getting Mamo Gidley behind the wheel. You think of all the experience Mamo Gidley has. He really has a very limited experience here at Lime Rock Park, only racing here 2 other times, one time in Barber Dodge and one time in World Challenge. So Mamo Gidley now getting his first chance to see the Lime Rock racetrack and a Daytona prototype.
That's what a lap of Lime Rock looks like, the 1.5-mile circuit here in northwestern Connecticut. Let's switch gears and go to a DP to the McDonald's Dallara.
That was a 53-second lap. Let's see what this one will be like. This should be around a 48, 49 maybe. Not in this traffic, though.
How your line is compromised with the amount of traffic up in front of you. You can hear the throttle modulation by Mamo Gidley now. He tries to thread his way carefully and safely through this traffic.
He wants to get by that. See, lifted right there.